Last thing, right? Before we get on to the rest of the stream, thank you. This has been the longest introduction I'll ever have in any of my streams. I just had to get all this stuff off my chest. That's it. All right. Appreciate y'all tuning in. The fearlessness. I want you guys to go watch After Earth with Will Smith and Jaden. Now, the movie got a lot of criticism and things of that nature, but there's a part in the movie of After Earth, right? And he's talking about fear. I want y'all to go watch that clip. Fearlessness, having no fear, understanding what fear can do to a human being. I want y'all to really understand that there are a lot of fearful people out here, or people that have, including myself, at certain instances where I've been in my life where they are fearful of what's happening or what can happen to them if they do something that's a little bit in their uncomfortable zone, right? Being able to be a student of the world and its history, right? Being able to be a kind son, a kind brother, being able to sit with other individuals that question the system differently than you, but also you maintain your foundational points and you understand that, hey, I don't know anything, so I'm here to learn. The more that you can scale that out, the better you are in terms of carving out being like a fearless space. You just can't be afraid to stay curious in this world, you guys. If anything that you take from these streams is you're sitting in front of a person that was also a kid at a point in their lives. I was just as curious as you guys. You know what I mean? I wish that Kobe or Wilt or even MJ, right, got on live stream and was like as open and vulnerable like this. Right? I wish that they were like some of my OGs would be open like this, that really paved the way. And of course, we have former players that are doing a great job in the media space and trying to give all the history. We have a lot of older guys that are doing that, doing their thing as well. Shout out to all of them, right? But if they're able to do a live stream of 5 hours, break things down and show us their vulnerable side, I love that. I need that. You know what I'm saying? As a youngin that wants to see what it means to also be human. Yes, I am Kyrie Irving with all these highlights. Yes, I work my ass off on my game and performing well in high levels, and I've been ultra successful, and I've failed hard a bunch of times, you know what I'm saying, in the public eye, and there's no changing that, right? But being able to sit in front of you guys and authenticate feelings and emotions and go back into history and not allow things to be rewritten for someone else's benefit. That's where we at today, y'all. We not letting people revise history anymore. Those days are over, and I'm fearless about it. That's what I'm fearless about. One of my minds is thinking about championships, of course. That's always there. But the other side is I'm not letting people revise history. I'm not letting people revise history. I'm not letting people come on and talk about Kobe like Kobe wasn't one of the best that not only played, but that came in as a 17-year-old against grown men. And by the time this man was 22 years old, he had a few championships and he was busting the best of the best ass. If y'all don't knock that shit off, I'm talking to y'all at home, the fucking media talking heads, the ones that casually throw names around like, bro, if you don't knock it off, you weren't like that. It's okay. Not everybody could be Kobe. Not everybody could wear those size, you know what I mean, size shoes that he had. Yeah, I'm not going down into detail about this because what's said on the internet and the digital space is said. It's the internet. But when it comes to real respect and real recognizing real, this man, Kobe Bean Bryant, is immortalized not just because of his basketball. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Like this man, he is way bigger because of the character, because of what we witnessed him go through. We didn't care if we didn't care about certain failures. The real Kobe fans didn't care about the failures. They didn't care about the naysayers. The real Kobe fans, the real Mamba fans that I'm talking to didn't care about who he was competing with. We know who fucked with Kobe and who didn't. I know who fucked with Kobe and who didn't. I'm not going to say I knew Kobe the best at all. I won't say that. You know, I'm not going to disrespect all his relationships. I'm not going to do that. But what I will say is put respect. Put respect where it's due, y'all. We know who Kobe fucked with. That's the thing. We not letting people revise history. We not letting them revise that. We are not letting people revise history. We're not doing that, dog. I'm not letting that happen. I'm not letting that happen, man. I'm not. I'm not letting that happen. You know why? Because at the end of the day, when I look at the way that people are treated when they're no longer here, right? That bothers me. He's not able to sit in front of us and give us the takes or give us the, you know, how he feels about his own takes. But bruh, can we just be honest at this point? The man put on the shoes and became 2.0 of one of the greatest of all time play. He obviously is Kobe being Bryant, but the man studied the greatest of all time. And this has nothing to do with rankings. This has everything to do with just the culture recognizing. Like, right? I'll give you another name, right? That we're not going to allow people to revise history. Hakeem Olajuwon, y'all. Salams to my big brother, man. Salams to Hakeem. We're not going to let people pretend like Hakeem was not that. Before there was a Tim Duncan, there was a Hakeem Olajuwon. Now, I'm not comparing the two. I'm not. But I'm saying, before there was a Kobe, there was a Mike. Before there was a Mike, there was a Julius Irving. You know what I'm saying? You guys got to really, like, just put it in perspective for how I am saying these things, y'all. This has nothing to do with comparing anybody, right? Now I'll give you my 2 cents. Okay? Come closer. Come closer. I'll give you my 2 cents, all right? Y'all are arguing over who's the GOAT. I don't fucking care. I don't care who the GOAT is. I don't care, because basketball is bigger than the GOAT. And even the GOATs of basketball will tell you that. Basketball is bigger than the GOATs. Basketball is bigger than these media fan votes. These media voted awards. This man, Kobe, had 1 MVP. Why do you think that is? It maybe because we're missing out the context that there was a span of time where nobody really fucked with him, or people were looking at him different, or his peers were teaching him different that y'all don't really know about. Hakeem Olajuwon winning 2 championships when Mike left. The reason why I brought up Hakeem is because he's a Muslim brother in the NBA, playing, fasting, giving people 40 while fasting during Ramadan. Fasting, giving people 40. It's doable. That's what I'm saying. The things that I was involved in, you know what I mean? It's not just involved in, but the things that I've committed to, it has a lot of historical context that we're missing out and that the media fails to add in. Right? I don't give a fuck who the GOAT is, but y'all not about to just sit here and just disrespect basketball. I'm not saying this y'all at all, chat. Don't get me wrong. I'm not cursing at y'all, okay? I'm not cursing at y'all. I apologize. I'm not cursing at y'all, man. I'm not, bro. I'm not cursing at y'all, tribe. I apologize if I'm getting passionate. I'm very passionate about the history because I don't want it to be revised like this. All right? I'm going to tell y'all honestly, this is just what it is, right? All right. Oh, hold on, Trav. You want to go to both of them? You want to go to the next one? Trav. Okay. You want to go to the other one? Oh, Kai Sinat. Oh, shout out to Kai, man. Shout out to Kai Sinat gifting with the gifted subs. My fault, Kai. My fault, brother. Yo, Kai. Yo. Yo, shout out to Kai, bro. My fault, bro. My fault, man. I got so passionate about what I was talking about, bro. My fault, man. Shout out to all the gifted subs. Shout out to the bro, man. Appreciate you, Kai. You already know, man. You already know. Keep doing your thing. All right. Dog. I know that these conversations go on, right? In locker rooms, on Twitter spaces, on community spaces, right? But look, y'all gotta understand, basketball is bigger than the GOATs. It's bigger than that. We're here, like I'm a savant of the game. I'm a master of the game, right? Well, my accolades, right, at this point, will they measure up to other guys? You know what I mean? No. And I have to live with that. This is my career. But when it comes to the respect of the game and when you're out there and you're playing against the competition, or you've been in some of the most elite battles of all time and you've come out successful, right? Or you failed, but you got there. Like that for us is what matters, right? Like and then when people come out of that battle space and competitive space and like, nah, that's not he a real one. To bypass everybody that's actually playing and their opinions, that just goes to show you that a lot of people just don't care. And I'm okay with that too. I don't care either. That's what I'm saying. I don't care. A lot of people don't care. I'm not gonna care. People just be saying the wildest takes. Who's the best at this? Who's the best at that? Y'all can have that. But when it comes to the basketball culture, it's bigger than the GOATs. Nobody's bigger than the game. Now they may have an influence on the game. Don't get me wrong. They may be popular. They may have all the best-selling whatever. They may be, most wealthy, maybe the richest. They maybe not be the richest, but they may have a cultural impact that's different from someone else. It's different ways you think about it. No one's bigger than basketball. Basketball is a spiritual game, y'all. Basketball is a spiritual game. That's why Kobe means so much. It's not because of how many championships he won. It's because we witnessed his spiritual journey and he was open with us. That's what this older generation still has yet to realize. And it's not them, the older generation. I'm not criticizing them. I'm just saying that there are groups within the older generation where they're like, yo, damn, why these youngins, man? What's going on? Like, why don't they ask us for this? It's like, bro, because the vulnerability that we need is media trained from y'all. I'm not trying to get the media trained version. I'm trying to get the real, authentic version. What was the league like in the 80s? Stop telling me about Larry Bird and Magic Johnson. I love my big bros and my unks, but start telling me about the truth. What was going on in the 70s? What were the people fighting for? What were they fighting for in the 60s? I don't care how many championships Bill Russell won. I love him. I love Bill Russell, but what else was he doing? Please, he was standing with Muhammad Ali, Joe Brown. I mean, he was really in it. I love that Bill Russell. That's the spiritual side. He used basketball because basketball unites. Basketball brings people together. Basketball does not become these media frenzy takes. Oh, I'm trying to tell you that I didn't just become who I am today just because it just like, oh, I put a ball in the hoop. It's like, no, this is a spiritual connection. You get it? You guys watch me. I go work on my shit. I come in front of y'all. Y'all be like, oh shit, he got the best handles of all time. I didn't ask for that. You know what I'm saying? I work my ass off. Of course, my work ethic is there, but I'm saying, like, I didn't ask for that. Y'all started naming me up there with some of the most skilled of all time, and I'm happy. Happy about that. You know what I'm saying? Happy about that. I'm not mad about that. I put in a lot of time, but overall, when I wake up, I'm trying to win. I'm not trying to be remembered as the best ball handler of all time and things of that nature. I'm just trying to win, you guys. That's why I play the game at a high level and work my ass. I'm just trying to win. Just trying to win. Kobe is a winner. Guys are drawn to winners. You know what I mean? You have some of the greatest winners of all time to be in this. So let's respect that. If you've won before, great. If you haven't won a championship or you have, okay, cool. That's a discussion. But when it comes to really putting in that body of work, everybody's gonna be entitled to their own opinion. Everybody. And again, I don't want you guys to mistake my words in these clips. Like the older generation, I love them with all of my heart. You guys got to understand this. I wouldn't be who I am without the guys that came before me and paved the way. So it's no disrespect. I'm just saying, for our generation, we just want the vulnerability and the authenticity. We want to hear about what really happened. How did he not only win 5 championships, but how did he deal with the life that came with it? That's it. I just get passionate about it. I get passionate about it. I'm not even gonna say I'm sorry. I just get passionate about it. I just get really passionate about it because I love how basketball is so international now. The women's game is growing. Shout out to the WNBA. Pay us what you owe us. I'm rocking with that 100%. I don't care who has something to say about it, right? I think that the girls' game is growing exponentially, and we have so many more exciting moments where it's challenging how we view their game and how we view their business. And sometimes challenging comes with making waves, and that's part of it. You know, it's just the women's game has always been nice, but now we're in a new day and age where that just like they coming out with political statements like "pay us what you owe us." You know what I'm saying? That in itself is, hey, I came in during the 2011 lockout, so I understand what it's like to be locked out from the league. I understand what it's like, you know what I'm saying, to not be able to be on the same page. But it's they're gonna have some interesting points to leverage and into some interesting points to negotiate. And I just want to give a shout out to them, and all of the W ladies that are consistently paying attention to how the business is framed and how they can make it better for everyone involved. The more unified you guys are, the better your strategy can be, and the more that they have to come to that table and respect you guys.